And we're back.
We're back.
How we doing, Sailor Andrew?
Well, Sailor Man.
You're a sailor man out at sea on the old vessel.
Back out at sea up in Alaska. It's funny, I worked with this Jim McDonald. Did we talk about that last time?
We've talked about him, yes.
Yeah. And I drink the coffee black. He's like, oh, look at you. You're a sailor man. You drink black coffee? Wow. Well, you're like a sailor man. Couldn't believe I drank coffee black.
I can't either.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
It's more rare than I thought. I thought everybody, I think I don't know why I got into drinking coffee. Like when I grew up, dads would drink, they'd go to the church thing. There'd be like a lawn mowing event or some sort of yard cleanup or something. There'd be all the other dads out. There'd be the little styrofoam cups and one big coffee, and everyone was just drinking black coffee. I just thought that's the way people drank coffee. And then you get into your like hotel breakfast on the road. There's no good cream options,
Yeah.
Just drink it black.
Is it good black coffee though on the road?
No, not at all.
Oh, all right.
It wasn't until way later that like you learn that there's like quality
beans
coffee or like what light when did you like get into like light roast versus dark roast versus
I just get Aaron medium roast. That's all I get, medium roast. It's right middle of the line.
And you do that because you like that flavor, or you just figure that's safe because it's medium?
It's just safe because it's middle.
Yeah. It took me a long time to even realize, because like the hipster thing is you're supposed to like light roast because there's more flavor. The dark roast, they just burn the beans longer, and so you're just tasting the
char
or whatever. And Heidi still likes the dark roast, and I'm like, no, but you're a big loser if you like dark roast. You're like
You're a big loser. I'm a sailor man. I'm a sailor. I like my light roast.
But like that was the other thing too. Like, there's nothing more embarrassing than sometimes in the afternoon. Usually she'll just get like an oat milk latte if we go to like Starbucks or whatever cafe.
Classic
oat milk latte, extra shot. So it's like it's nothing too embarrassing as far as like frap, sure, all the words. But then the other day we went in and she ordered some decaf thing, and she was telling him how many pumps, and just one pump of this syrup. And I'm like, that is a trash person. Once you start specifying number of pumps of whatever in your coffee,
is that the pump of the syrup or the vanilla or whatever?
Syrup. How many pumps of syrup in your coffee? Once you're talking about how many pumps of syrup goes in whatever beverage you're ordering, you are a trash person. And
is it a trash person, or is that like hipster?
No, it's trash.
Oh, it's the opposite. Okay.
Yes, it's like white trash, sort of, or just any trash. It doesn't have to be white trash. You're just trash.
Okay, so you're a garbage person.
You're a garbage person when he's talking about pumps in your coffee. You don't go to like it's not like you're gonna go to Italy one day and go, I want 6 pumps.
6 pumps of cinnamon, please.
My espresso. But anyway, we're getting off track.
You are out at the open sea, and I saw the Odyssey.
Oh, I'm jealous.
I know. You know what? I was being very selfless. Aaron really wanted to see it, and so I was like, you know what? Why don't you take Edie and Duncan? I'll stay home with Phoebe. And she was like, "Oh, really? Oh, wow. Okay." And I was like, "Yeah, I will see it in the theater, but I know you want to." Yeah. Duncan was like, "I don't want to see it. It's too violent. It's probably too violent. I don't want to see it." So Aaron was like, "Let's just have Duncan babysit for the first time ever, and the 3 of us go." So I saw it with Aaron and Edie. It was great.
What was the review?
The review's great. It was great. I didn't read the story since sophomore year of high school. And Aaron teaches it, so she was really familiar with the story. But it was great. And now I'm seeing all the hate, all the hate of the casting online, and it's very upsetting. It's like, why?
Yeah, that was like manufactured hate, though. That was like
that's how it came across.
Yeah. They were just trying. They hadn't had one of those fights in a while, so they're like, like a Black Santa or whatever that hasn't been around.
Exactly.
They're
Yeah.
just missing something like that, so they tried to create one. But then they picked. It proves the point where they picked the wrong fight, because if you can make something really good, it just shuts everybody up. It doesn't matter who you can. If it works, they only get to win those fights when it sucks.
Right. And they blame it on that.
Like when they made a Black Little Mermaid or whatever, but it's like all those Disney live action remakes of their animated movies are terrible, because it's like you're just rehashing. Yeah. So it's like you're set up to fail. So whoever has to,
Yeah, you can.
But if you do a movie and the person's really good, nobody cares. Eventually, they care in the beginning, but they don't care eventually.
And you were the one that told me that like they've used very little CGI like in the cave and stuff.
Yeah, I read this, or I listened to this podcast going on and on about like how Matt Damon was saying they had to climb a mountain to get to a cave and build a big puppet in the cave, and like
it was cool to know that going into it from what you told me and watching it, knowing that, because I told Edie, I told Aaron, and you see, you're like, holy crap, it doesn't even look.
Did you credit me?
Did I what?
When you told him, you said, did you credit me when you told them?
Of course I did. I got to do it. Yeah. Hey, guess what Andrew told me? Guys, Andrew knows.
Andrew heard.
And I said, what's Andrew's source? I said, I don't care. It doesn't matter past Andrew.
Andrew heard it. If it's coming from Andrew, it's solid.
Yeah, it's vetted. Trust me.
Did you see it in 70 millimeter?
I saw it in whatever Marcus millimeter. It wasn't technically IMAX, but it was the Marcus Cinemas super screen or whatever. So I don't think it was IMAX, but the only tickets available for IMAX were the second row, and there's no way.
Oh, okay.
I want to be staring up.
Do they still find a way to charge more? Like,
yeah. I mean, it was, I don't know, it was $18.
Everyone's giving. So now he's gotten all this hate from these right-wing trolls, but let me throw some hate at him from a different angle. Sure. It's Christopher Nolan. He's like, I'm going to shoot the whole movie on IMAX. It's like the first film ever to be completely shot on IMAX, right? And everyone's like, wow, that's so ambitious. Or he's just like, I'm going to force you to pay $4 extra to see my movie.
Well, I don't think that's true, because I think you can see it on a standard screen.
But even your super screen, did that cost more, or was that the same?
Yeah, that did. But I'm saying, like at the AMAX or the AMC that had IMAX, you could see it at IMAX, or you can see it, starting every 45 minutes on the little screens.
Oh, all right. Well,
when they said, "Oh, this is the first one that's shot entirely on IMAX," I was like, "Oh, I guess I thought every IMAX movie I saw was shot entirely on IMAX."
Right. That actually kind of was like throwing all these other movies under the bus. You're like, wait, so all those times I paid to see IMAX movies, they were just like one scene that's really big, and then everything else.
Exactly.
I guess I shouldn't have seen Shakespeare in Love in IMAX. I didn't know. That kind of ruins my argument then, if you can see it not in IMAX.
Yeah, you can.
I'm just going to see it regular. I don't think you can tell the difference. Now, when you were watching it on the super screen, did it feel big? Were you like, whoa, this movie's really big?
Sure. But I mean, it's just like 3D movies nowadays, where you watch it and you're like, oh, once they show the logos of the THX, 2 minutes later, you forget. You're adjusted. You're like, this is what I'm seeing.
Might as well be watching it on your phone.
Right. You can make it even bigger if you put it on your phone and hold it closer to your eyes. You
just literally do that. All right. Well, I'm excited. I'm excited to see it. It's funny. I didn't know Aaron taught this, because I was trying to remember the story on my own. And like every major literary thing, I more know it from like the Simpsons parody than the source material.
Yeah.
So, do they have the sirens The sirens.
Well, I don't know. I mean, yes, they're
Don't spoil it.
They talk about, but I will say I had it confused with the Iliad and Clash of the Titans. So I'm like waiting for Medusa. Nope, there's no Medusa. Spoiler alert.
Right. Dude, all that stuff. Like every once in a while, like in the crossword, they'll talk about the difference, like Greek mythology and then Roman mythology, and you're like, oh yeah, those are different. Like there's a Greek god of love and a Roman god of love. You're like, that seems like a lot for us to know.
Yeah, nitpicky there.
Yeah, just merge. That should be one big cinematic universe, big crossover event. But that was the insane thing about like the backlash that came before it was the front lash. It was the forelash. Because the backlash came out before the movie came out. So it was like,
oh yeah. Well, that's everyone's argument. They're all spewing all this stuff, and they're like, you haven't even seen it yet. The people that you're mad about the casting are on screen for what, 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes,
But they were mad about like the type of armor they were wearing. I remember reading about like, oh, it's not real. It's like, it's not real. It's you. They're treating it just because it's like so old doesn't mean it's still not make believe. There was not an actual Odysseus. I don't know, like if are people confusing that? Did people think this is like a true story?
They're confusing it with the Bible.
Yeah. That's the other. Well, I want to see it. I definitely want to see it. I'm sure it'll still be out when I get off this.
Yeah.
My own personal odyssey, because I'm on here for 19 days.
It is great. The one thing I was talking to my brother Scott about it, like the nice thing about it, not only, IMAX great and seeing a huge screen, but just the fact, like just when you go to a theater and not having the remote in your hand, even if it's the best movie in the world, you're watching it at home, at any point you want, you can pause, you can get a sandwich, you can go, you can just look at your phone, you can do anything. But in a movie theater, like, okay, I am committed to this story for 3 hours or whatever.
Is it long? It's long, right? It's 3 hours.
I think it's like 3 hours or maybe
how many bathroom breaks?
None. I did none. I went right before it started.
Wow. You didn't have a soda then or anything?
No, I did. I had an icy. I don't drink soda, so I got an icy. I haven't had.
Trying to cut back.
It's a mental thing. If I have a Coke, I know a Coke's probably not as bad as an icy, but if I have a Coke, Cokes are way more accessible than ices. I'll just get back on the train.
And there's no refills on ices.
No, there is. And the only reason I didn't is because Erin was with me, and she would have lost her shit if I got a second refill of icy.
I just think that is a loophole. A very large loophole to be able to have ices on your no to soda thing.
Well, I also, if I go to Culver's, I'm like, oh no, so can I just get a Reese's peanut butter cup concrete mixer? I'm off sodas, please. Trying to keep the record going.
Well, a man has to have a code.
That's right, and it works for me.
It works for you, dude.
I'll be honest. We're on Tuesday. We're going to a family reunion in Green Lake. We get these 2 huge houses we're renting out for the 7 families, and it's just going to be the most easy access to unlimited like soda. And I am vowing to not. I'll probably drink a shit ton of beer because anytime
I was gonna say you're gonna be
beer.
You're gonna be like dry heaving from all the beer you're gonna have to drink to avoid soda.
I know. I think it's just the sugar. There's sugar in beer, so I'm like, well, it's taste.
You're just double fisting Coors Lights, and everyone's like, "Wow, Johnny's doing great. Look at Johnny. Look at Johnny over there, passed out in the sun. Not one soda.
Not one soda.
Look at Johnny screaming at children, blowing beer cans at the."
I also can't. There's the Spindrift flavored water. But I also feel like, wow, I'm going to pay more for water than soda? No, thanks. I'd rather just.
Spindrift is the grossest.
Yeah, brand. I don't think I've had. I like Liquid Death and Bubbler. Isn't Bubbler one of those?
Yeah. You should get into is Celsius. Use Celsius.
Oh, that has caffeine, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that bad for you? Is that what you're?
I mean, sure. I don't know, but no, that's it's not soda. I'll take it.
So really, as long as it's not defined, you can have anything, as long as they don't like define it as soda.
Right. Nobody calls Celsius soda. It's
No,
like,
no, no. And there's not much sugar in those. There's I think no added sugars.
Right. It's just carbonated and caffeinated.
And a lot of like weird, but they do like perk you up a little bit because there's like B vitamins. There's all sorts of stuff in there. It's like
that's right here.
But yeah, what about diet? Can you have Diet Coke or no? No soda.
No, I'd rather drink my own poop than I don't do the diet soda. It just doesn't taste. I don't know. I guess I'm jealous.
No, why get into why create a thing?
Exactly.
Sometimes I'm like, you know what I mean? You don't like it, good. It's like when you don't like an unhealthy thing, what are you fighting? You know what I mean?
Take the win.
Yeah. What if I got into smoking? I hate cigarettes. I hate cigarette smell.
But you gotta try it. And
I gotta try it once, don't I? And I just become like a giant smoker at 42.
No, you know what you could pull off? You could be a chewer.
My brother chews. My older brother.
He does?
Yeah. Ever since like he was at like college baseball.
Yeah. I got into that for a while. It's gross, but it's so convenient. It's much more convenient than smoking.
Well, the vape, my mother-in-law smokes, and then we're trying to get her on the vape because it's just so stinky. I don't like being around it. So just vape. I don't know why every smoker can't switch to, because can't they put nicotine in that too, right?
I think so.
And you know the compromise, like there's no one more anti-smoking than me.
Okay. No one.
But I would, if it would get people to quit smoking, I would let you vape in a bar. That shit, you can't smell vape at all. You smell like a little bit of like whatever flavor it is.
Yeah, you smell Fruit Loops milk or whatever the flavor is.
It's totally fine. I'll let you vape in a bar if it stops people from smoking.
Yeah. There was a lady smoking a cigarette in front of us at the Fish concert, and it was just like, oh God, yeah. She was like, "Do you mind? I just don't want to be that person." And I don't know. I think Aaron said, "Oh, whatever." But I think that was because Aaron didn't want to be that person. But I was like, "Are you kidding?" She even asked. I'd be like, "Yeah, please." But I don't want to. It makes me sick.
Yeah, just smoke weed. It's fish.
Yeah,
smoke
weed. Jeez.
What are you, nervous? They're gonna do well. They're not nervous. They know what they're doing up there. You don't have to worry about it.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway,
yeah, I'm on here. I'm on here for a while. Ginger and Heidi are on here with me. It's very exciting. Getting to like.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
The cruise thing with them on board. So we're pulling into Juneau right now. So Ginger's very excited. She keeps acting like she's never been here. It's like, do you lecture your kids? Here's a question for you, because this has probably occurred to you.
Yeah.
She's had this entire trip before. We took her to Alaska when she was 2. She doesn't remember any of it. Okay. I've got pictures. I've shown her pictures. She does not remember. Sure. And she keeps going. She keeps telling everybody, I'm going to Alaska. It's my first time and can't wait to see Alaska. And it's like the first couple of times I correct her, it's like, well, you've been here before, but now you'll remember it,
Yeah.
But she keeps saying it's her first time. And it's like, I just stopped. So we're just all pretending like she never did this before.
There's no harm in that. I would just roll with it. Who gives a shit? You know my mom.
I know. Why am I asking you?
If she doesn't remember it, what's the,
Yeah, I know. So we're going, we're very excited. So far, so good. It's been pretty easy. I had to sign a special form so I could stay in their room. I'm in the crew cabin right now.
Oh, okay.
Do this. This is like my apartment in the city.
You're using that as the recording studio.
Yeah. When work goes too late, it's like, honey, I'm just gonna stay in the city. I don't want to miss the train back home.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know. It's fine. It's
Have you guys gotten off yet?
No. We're waiting to get off right now. This will be our first stop.
Okay.
And I think we're just gonna walk around. I was like, you would
You're gonna see if Ginger remembers any of it.
Do you remember this? You were here. You remember this? I got your shirt from this place. No, I
You know
don't think
what?
what?
When we went to Disney World when I was a kid, my whole family went to Disney World except Ben and Luke, my youngest brothers. We sent them to grandma's because they were too young; they wouldn't remember. So we just saved money. And Luke is still bitter about that.
Yeah.
He's like, "You
I
went on
would
a
be.
family vacation without me to Disney?" But he wouldn't remember it.
That's only something you can do with like a huge family, and even then, you're scarring the kid because like you can't even if you do that, you have to take a pact. You have to, you have to make a
Yeah.
pact as a family. Like, we're not taking pictures, and we never speak of this
No,
around the two kids as they get older. As far as they know, nobody's ever been to
didn't
Disneyland.
happen.
You have to
I think
keep it,
I think I only talk about it more around Luke
of course.
because he holds on to the resentment.
How did Disney do that? How did they create a thing where it's like because Heidi and I were just having this conversation, and the way you talked about going, how stressful it was, and just
Yeah.
what I see on social media now, it's like not like how I remember it. Even when I lived down in LA, it's like Disneyland seemed very casual. You just someone
Yeah.
has tickets, you go. It wasn't that big of a deal.
I mean, I think Disneyland is more casual because I've been there a few times.
So it's not
Disney
the same
World's different,
apps and everything.
huh?
It's not the same with these like.
I don't know. It was too long ago. Like I never did the speed pass or the line jumper or the genie thing. I think it was
That's what I'm
before
saying. I think it's all different. But
Yeah.
how did they create a thing where if you don't take your kid to this thing, you're a bad parent? Like
Yeah, I don't know.
that
But
is
for sure.
legendary. That they made a thing where all it is sugar and crap and
Yep.
rides. It's just like a big fair that's
It's
clean.
like a Six Flags, but it's a very special one.
Yeah. But somehow if you grow up and you tell when you're in your 20s and your people are talking and you're like, oh yeah, my parents never took me to Disneyland. It's like this sobs like you're a Dickensian character or something. If you're an orphan,
Yeah. Oh,
So
we checked that
my
box
answer was
early.
like, well,
So
we have to take her. It was like literally, it's like taxes or something. Well, it was like, well, we got to take her sometime.
yeah.
Maybe we could
And
just
you
go
take
for
her to
one day. That's
Disneyland, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, we're not doing Disney World. No
Yeah.
chance.
No way.
But we would just go because Heidi's dad lives. It's like, what if we just go see her dad and go for like a day, like one day? Because
Yep.
when you're that age, if you don't go on every ride, you don't care, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just find the characters walking around, get a lot of pictures of her with them, and then be like, "Hey, look, this was the best day of your life." You don't remember, but it was.
Get a bunch of different newspapers, like old newspapers, and hold them up. Like, we were there for like 2 weeks.
Yeah. That's the way to do it. Hey, I went golfing for the first time on Friday.
How'd you shoot?
I don't know. We did scramble, best ball.
Did they use your ball very often?
There was 2 times where they used it was never the drive. I lost so many balls. I bought like a a Target bag of balls. I lost so many, but they did use mine on a couple like wedges. And then the final putt of the whole 18th hole, everyone had gone. All 3 of them had gone. No one made it. And I sunk it. It was the perfect ending to a first time golfing. It was so fun.
Never go again.
Never go again.
Did you, like when you would tee off, like to me, if you just like launch it, but you slice it or goes into the trees, that's not that embarrassing. It's like, as long as it goes up and far. It's like when I would golf, it would just like skid along the ground or something. I'm like, I feel like a 4-year-old doing this.
Oh no. Yeah. I mean, and everyone did that. Everyone on the team did that at some point.
Yeah.
But I mean, I had one where I, hit the ground. Like it was like a cartoon swinging a bat into the ground. Like it was just like, gong! Man, that where you see a huge rock of just soil fly 4 feet in front of you, and you have to like
Did
repair
you-
the ground.
How did this golf trip come about? What was
Well,
the-
there's 2 guys, because it's just a group of friends, and 2 of them golf regularly, and then the other one, there's 4 guys that golf. They golf regularly, and one of them is in Iceland, and so I was like the fill-in.
Oh, I see.
So they knew. Well, I've never
They knew
golfed. We need someone. It's best ball. It doesn't matter. We'll bring Johnny.
Okay. So that's, to me, I think of golfing like smoking, like we were just talking about. It's like, it's this thing. I feel like sometimes, like, shouldn't I be at golf? Shouldn't I know how to do this? Shouldn't I go? And then I was like, I don't miss it.
Exactly.
It's like, I've never had fun that much fun when I'm doing like the pitch and putt or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like horribly expensive. It's time away from my family. It's like, why am I going to force myself to get into this thing that's just going to become this big black hole? Like, what if I do get obsessed with it? That would be like worst case scenario.
Yeah, I agree, because it's expensive. It's
And then you're
frustrating to people.
And then you're like watching it on TV. You'd be like one of those maniacs.
No, that's
Can
disgusting.
you imagine? Every once in a while, I'm like, shouldn't I be watching? It'll be like the Masters or something. I'm like, I guess I should be watching this. And it's like, who's watching golf?
Yeah, people that like go to the golf course and why, like, what are you, some sort of asshole? Jesus.
They always, the people, because there's the people who just sit in the stands. Either way, it's so stupid.
You
you either
travel to go be quiet.
You're sitting there in bleachers at one hole, and you're just watching the entire tournament go by. And like, oh, there's Tiger Woods. Okay, saw him for 30 seconds. Now I gotta watch this parade of other people I've never heard of.
Yeah.
Or you're one of those, and I don't know why it seems so dorky to me, but you're like following around the guy. So it's like, oh, there's Phil Mickelson, and you run with him from each hole, and you stand, and you see his ball gets there, and you stand really close, and then the guy has to back you away, and you're standing there, and like, ooh, I'm gonna hit the ball again, and I don't know why, but it just gives up. And I know I go to football games, it's just as dorky, whatever, but
it's not just as dorky.
Biggest nerd energy when you see these people running around rooting for golf.
Maybe they're just trying to be on TV.
I don't know what they're trying to do. And they all have money. That's everything. They're like, they all must be so rich.
Yeah, very expensive.
Excited about.
I had to buy balls, tees, a glove, and rent clubs.
Yeah, what'd that run you?
I don't know, 12, 20, 10, I don't know. This is like 60, 70 bucks.
Yeah. Plus the fee of the round of golf, right?
I didn't have to pay. They took care of that because they already had it. It was like a, thing. So I was doing them a favor. But me and my buddy went to the driving range the day before because
Did you remind them of that the entire time? Hey guys, just so you know, I'm doing you a favor by being here.
Right.
You told a joke and nobody laughs. Like, hey, you can yuck it up a little bit. I'm doing you a favor being here. I had a lot of places.
You're welcome, guys. After every slice, I'm just like, yeah, you're welcome. By the way, hello. But I think that's the key is how I did it. Because if you get into it and you start to care, that's when it's not fun. Because that's when you're trying to achieve a goal. All I was doing was riding around on a golf cart, hitting a ball with a stick because that's fun to do. I didn't keep track of anything. I didn't care about anything. I didn't, care about my clubs. Yeah. That's the way to do it. And it's just the kind of novelty. But if you do it all the time, I think it wears off. Anyway.
Some people get obsessed, man. Some people just lose their entire life to it. It's weird.
Yeah.
But anyway. I think we should get to topics.
Let's get to topics.
Agree.
You got one on deck?
I got one.
Okay.
All right. It's kind of a weird one, but my new thing is, if you don't, you're filling out forms. You ever have to fill out a form?
Sure.
You're going to get away with it. And you think you get to a part of the form inevitably where you don't have the answer, or you don't understand the question, or like, oh, I don't have that number.
Yep.
And you stress out about it, and you spend 20 minutes trying to find it or research the question, or you wait and you bring the person over to be like, hey, what does this mean? Or how do I fill this part out? Or
Yep.
let me save you. Everybody, here's what I need backup on. I'm going to save you all time. Leave it blank. You can leave vast parts of forms blank, and no one's ever going to follow up.
It never comes back at you.
No medical stuff at the dentist, whatever it is. If you're like, I've already answered this like 6 times, just don't leave it blank. Not now. Every once in a while, someone's going to be like, oh, hey, you need to fill this part out. Then you either say, oh, I didn't see that and fill it out, or you go, I don't know. And then they leave it blank, and then that gets passed on to somebody else, and then it becomes their problem.
Oh, I agree.
It's not problem anymore.
How many times has it happened at the doctor where I'll be like, I don't know. They'll be like, oh, that's okay. We can look it up. Well, then why are you even asking me to fill it out if you can look it up?
Normalize leaving more stuff blank on forms. It doesn't hurt you. There's no penalty. The only thing that's going to get you in trouble with a form is filling it out wrong. When you put in something and it's not correct, that's how you screw yourself. Just leave it blank.
Leave it blank.
Leave stuff
Someone
blank
else will fill it up, or it's not important enough.
Leave whole forms blank. See what happens.
I'm going to push back. You do need your name. I think if your name at least.
We were getting my mother-in-law put in like a new apartment, and it was like, it's kind of a partnership. It's like senior. You got to be like 55 and older. There's all these like stipulations to be in the building, and there's some like county involvement or whatever. So it's like there's like a million forms, just like
wow.
And it's this, like you said, it's like the same thing over and over and over and over and over. And I was like, we were like, I don't know how many years. Like, remember 7 years of rental history and the phone number of the leasing office and the name. Like, you remember your building manager from 7 years?
I don't even remember my old addresses.
Right. So I was like, just don't put. And we were all stressing about it. And I was like, just leave it blank. Just what?
You know what I'm a big fan of? Writing "see above."
Ooh.
Because they'll ask you for like your address over and over. They'll be like, "Oh, it's your previous." I'll just put "see above." It's all the same.
Oh, that is good. That's like passive aggressive. Like, you know what? Look up, dummy. That's better than
look up, dummy.
Whoop. They just look at the ceiling. Yeah. So that's what I need backup on.
I like it. I think you're doing a service by sharing this as your topic, because I think people do get tripped up and stress out about it. And you're right.
Yes.
Just leave it blank.
Needlessly.
You're gonna be
like
okay.
A lot of times, like on the cruise ship, they'll send all these forms at me, like medical history questionnaire and emergency contact and Canadian customs form.
Yeah.
I'm just not going to fill those out. And you know what? Every once in a while, someone's like, hey, what happened to this? But most of the time, nothing happens.
All right.
Because most people also want to leave stuff blank. So, they don't want to do their job either.
Yep.
Just nobody do their job.
So we at the Cavalry are giving you permission. Leave it blank.
Leave it blank.
Leave it blank, baby.
Just leave forms blank. Don't fill so much stuff out. You'll feel better.
Yeah.
Because I think like a lot of like I have this personality, but like school fills this in your head. Like you gotta finish. It's like homework. You get a form, and it's like a piece of paper. It reminds you of school, and there's instructions. It's like a little quiz. You're like, I gotta fill every part of the paper. I gotta get every question right. And that's not what this is. This is you helping them.
Exactly.
So it's not a test for you. So just leave some stuff blank. Even if you know it and you're just tired of writing.
If your hand hurts. That's right.
Hey, I'm cramping up a little bit here. We're going to leave this part blank.
You've been trained through school to finish what you start. Here at the Cavalry, we are telling you, do not finish what you start.
And this will be the new AI test. You know how like in the future you'd probably just use AI to fill out all your forms, but then then someone will know, hey, if everything's filled out, this must be AI. If you've left some stuff blank,
Yeah,
would
this
probably.
this one says look up dummy. That's not AI.
This one says look up dummy. That wouldn't. Claude wouldn't say that.
Claude would. How dare? Uh,
I just found out Heidi's paying for ChatGPT. She does the paid version.
Are you guys trouble in paradise? Is this
Yeah. And then she tries to rub it in my face. She'll like tell me something. And it's like, oh, cool, that's interesting. Or you figured that out? Or like, yeah. And I figured it out from ChatGPT.
And then do you say, well, I hope it was worth the rainforest they had to cut down for it?
No, I do say that. It is pretty good at like, you know what it's good at? I always tear down AI. Let me give it credit.
Yeah.
It's good at taking like a big, murky, complicated, opaque situation and just cutting through to like how to do something.
Yes.
So if you need to, let's say like you had to apply for some sort of weird loan from the government, you go, how do I do this? It would just cut through all the crazy information out there, and it would just give you the step by. It's good at making like steps.
Yeah.
Do this first, do this next, do that last. That's what it's good at. I will give it credit for that.
I have used it to try to learn Premiere, to like
the editing,
and it's very good at like, do this. Go to your window, and I'll be like, I don't even know what that means. You're assuming I am more advanced than I am. They're like, okay, and they look in your top left corner. There should be this, and they really dumb it down, and it's really nice.
I love the voice you give it when it finds out you're stupid. Okay.
Whoa, I see what we're dealing with.
Whoa. Look for the shiny thing in the corner.
Be careful not to hurt yourself with the mouse.
Now keep your fork away from the outlet. All right. What do you need backup on?
Right. I'm heading into this family reunion. That's where this topic came from. But I think this applies to any vacation. Sleeping in is part of a vacation. It's nothing to feel guilty about. It's not wasting time.
Wow.
Whether you go to France or Italy or Green Lake to spend time with your family, we got to get up every day to get the kids to camp or to school or whatever. Vacation, that's the one thing I look forward to. I don't look forward to learning about the castles of Versailles or learning about, or spending time with my family. I want to sleep later than normal.
You're talking Heidi's language.
Is this not Andrew's language?
Well, it is. I just have a hard time sleeping in. I agree with you. Philosophically, I agree with you. I'm like, yes, it's vacation. The point of vacation is to relax and rejuvenate yourself. And so however you want to do that, if
sleep until 10:30, that's fine, right?
Because we went to New York, Heidi and I, we did a New York trip, just the two of us one time. And we would like not leave the hotel, and we're on West Coast time, so like there'd be days we didn't even leave the hotel room till like 1 p.m. And you feel this guilt, and it was a nice hotel, but you feel this guilt because you're like, oh, it's New York City, and there's museums and culture and parks and all this shit you're supposed to see, but we really had to like talk ourselves out of it and go, no, this is what feels good. We're here, right. It'd be the same thing if you wouldn't feel the same way if you go to Jamaica and you're just laying around on the beach and in bed all the time. You wouldn't like beat yourself up, It's the same thing.
Exactly.
That's
the thing. Like we went to Aruba for our honeymoon, and Aaron was like, hey, let's get a tour and learn about the history. I was like, well, that's not why I came to Aruba. I didn't come here to learn about the history.
No offense to Aruba. I'm sure there's a lot of great history.
But it's a beautiful place to be a piece of shit.
But I'm not going to learn a goddamn thing. Do you think it'll be difficult in Green Lake? To Green Lake or Green Lake? Green Lake?
Green Lake. Green Lake. I don't know.
There's a Green Lake in Seattle. That's why they say Green Lake. But you're saying Green Lake?
We go to Green Lake.
So Green Lake. Green Lake.
Yes.
You think it'll be difficult to
What?
sleep in?
No, I don't know. Honestly, the only way I will feel guilty is if Erin gets up and then I get up after her. But what I'm saying is we should both just sleep in. The kids can get up and play with their cousins and take care of themselves. There'll be cereal, they know how to feed themselves. What do we got to get up for?
Well, you got to make that speech ahead of time.
Yeah.
You got to pull her aside and say, "Hey," you know what I mean?
I think it might just be easier. It might be easier if I just say, "Hey, why don't you listen to episode 325 on the drive to Green Lake and see if we're on the same page."
I think this is my family. I can't have you begin getting up before me,
right?
And chit chat. It makes me look bad. You got to stay in this bed until I get out of this bed.
Yeah. So you just read, put on a little light, whatever you got to do, and I'll tell you when we get up.
Yeah, I'll back you up on that. Heidi, for sure. That is Heidi's big thing. We talked about on this trip, like part of this. And the good thing about it is like, it's not like, hey, it's our one chance to go to Alaska.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, fuck, go to the spa. I don't care what you do. Like, you're going to get to come again if you really want to. In fact, you can just come next week.
Yeah.
Anything you missed. I know, because I was like, what do you want to do? I was like, do you want to see the glacier? Do you want to? She's like, I don't know. Do you think I need to? I was like, no, I mean,
I don't think you need to do much.
It's all right. Just walk around the town, go for a little hike. Just going to do what I always do, basically.
You think you guys will see Aurora Borealis?
Maybe. I don't know. Usually you have to, I never hear about it. I have to wait for some other nerds on the ship to start talking about it.
We've got to scuttlebutt to get around.
Yeah. All right. Well,
good.
Sleep in on your vacation. Thank you, everybody, for listening to this episode of the Cavalry. Stay tuned for post-show.
Yep.
Dates over and over again. But in August, I will be at the Newport Performing Arts Center in Newport, Oregon on August 15th.
Okay.
There you go. And Comedy Park on August 14th, Friday, in Portland, Oregon at Laurelhurst Park.
August 6th, Thursday, Yahara Bay Distillery in Madison. And then Des Moines Funny Bone, 21-22. Dayton Funny Bone, August 28-29. Be there!
All right. Check out those shows. Thank you, everybody, for listening to
The Cavalry!